Welcome to the dungeon, kids. It's your old pal Civvy, back again with Halloween Spectacular, a Spooktacular, another vampire game after the last one, which was, From Dusk Till Dawn, is that right? Yeah.
Stop busting my balls!
Yeah, it's not that bad, though. It's this game I got for the price of a sliver of kidney on Steam. Nosferatu, The Wrath of Malachi, and man, I don't care for it. The badness of this game is hotly contested on the internet. On the one hand, I see people saying that it's charmingly spooky jankfest, or a charmingly janky spookfest. And on the other end, I see people with functioning frontal lobes. I kid. If you like this game, more power to you, but you're wrong and bad, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's important. Because of the algorithm.
CV11. The algorithm requires engagement.
That's right, so people in the comments can argue about this game and how it's not really bad. Hit that like button or the dislike button, it doesn't matter, a click is a click. So even though I genuinely hated my time with this game...
CV11. The algorithm requires engagement.
I hope you kids are happy. Your eyeballs are funding my misery. And the misery of hundreds, maybe thousands of people down here. Anyway, Nosferatu, The Wrath of Malachi is about James Patterson, who is a crime novelist known for such titles as Along Came a Spider, which you might remember is that movie where Morgan Freeman... Oh, no, wait. Nosferatu, The Wrath of Malachi is about James Patterson, an Olympic fencing competitor. Thank God, if I had to do another video on a writer going to a creepy place, I'd just upload a copy of The Shining and be done with it. It's 1912, and James is going to his sister Rebecca's wedding at Castle Malachi. His whole family is going to be there. It's going to be a great big hoedown at Castle Ominous Biblical Reference, and the developers of this game, Idle Effects, are going hard into survival horror. All the way back in 2003. Let's see, Idle Effects. What else have they done that I might have... Oh God, no!
Are we going to fail?
Drake of the 99 Dragons is pain, suffering, and was re-released on Steam in 2018, and Civvy bought himself a copy thinking it would be good fodder for his YouTube review show, and then, I can't get through the second level, I just can't.
The algorithm, CV11.
I know.
The algorithm requires engagement.
I know.
The algorithm requires...
On a misty October night in the Transylvanian mountains, you arrived to join your family and some of their closest friends at Castle Malachi, where your sister Rebecca is to be wed to the son of the wealthy Romanian count.
Yeah, what's his name? Utaref's son? You get it, because it's Nosferatu backwards. You enter an old stone-laid courtyard fronting a huge ancient castle. You must save your family. Press tab to view the family photo album. Right from the start, you can tell something's wrong. Behind you, there's a door with crucifixes nailed to it. That's your safe room, where you'll have to gather the family. It's got all their belongings since the bellhops in this place apparently suck at their job. Their trunks all have their names on them. When you press tab, it shows you pictures of everyone you have to find and rescue. All I'm saying is that there's a lot of people here, and mathematically some of them aren't gonna make it out of the vampire castle. Grandfather looks like he should be fine, though. He's packing. Oh, I found Aunt Sophie's trunk. Your trunk is in the courtyard, though. You get your cane sword, and yeah, this isn't the original resolution for this game because it was made before people thought we'd be using widescreen monitors in the future, and since I was able to find patches to fix this, the game obviously has enough of a following for people to enjoy it and do some upgrades. It's one of those games where you have to open the settings separately from the game executable, which is my favorite thing. I love doing it. The game menu only lets you rebind the controls. I'm not sure how well the YouTube audience can see this because of the compression, but check out the film grain effect over everything, which looks kind of cool on this fog, and nothing else. I want to say that I had high expectations for this game for a while, but that's just not true. As soon as I picked up the cane sword and started walking around, I knew. Oh yeah. The foulest stench is in the air. The jank of 2003 years. Is that head bob nauseating? Absolutely. The footsteps may be weirdly off-tempo, but at least we won't attract the worm. The swinging sword, the choppy animation? I know Nosferatu was shot at 18 frames per second, but I feel like this might be a little too faithful to the source material.
Oh, James! The pain! I can't take it much longer. Please, Bring Dr. Amersfield.
Okay, so the place where the film grain effect would be the most important during your silent movie-like intertitle cards, you're just not going to animate that? The tiny text is because I'm running it at 1080. The professional defenestrator is Father Avil, who is on my list. Okay, that was easy. We've been fools, I say. Fools. The Count is a vampire. Take my crucifix. The vampires will back away from it. Yeah, okay. Father Avil wants me to go get him the doctor, who's in the castle somewhere. A useful person to have in 1912. Who knows when you might need some radium water. Your first encounter with an enemy is going to mirror many of your later encounters with enemies. Scary music starts to play and a monster appears out of fucking nowhere. The cross doesn't work because this is a dog. It might look like a normal dog, but with a trained eye you can see the mark of evil. The thing that your character doesn't have that this dog does. Frame interpolation. I'm sorry, that is just so goddamn jank. Katie, you know what time it is.
It's showtime.
Nice fucking model!
Survival horror means that your character isn't a superhero, represented best in this game by the stamina meter, which I'm going to mark down as thing that works on paper in a survival horror game, but is an immersion-destroying hassle and constant annoyance. When you're running, it goes into the red. When you're walking, it gets to the halfway point. Only when you're standing completely still does it go down. The game is fairly open-ended, which is why I was able to encounter a real vampire within the first 5 minutes. I've got to find a key to the east wing to get to the dock. So I venture into a crypt, which, yeah, this is exactly what I should expect. I haven't gotten a wooden stake yet, and I have to give the game credit because these vampires that are hiding in coffins can be swiftly dealt with if you're carrying a wooden stake. There's a delay between the coffin opening and the vampire waking up, which I didn't know at first, for a couple of reasons. Obviously, big-titted goth vampire girl is distracting, but when the coffin opens, I hear that sound, which sounds like a Monster Alert sound. Because it is, he was chilling out above the entrance to the room. The vampire does rise from the coffin and does attack, and yeah, I fuck it up a bit, I'm new to the game, but the cross can be effective. Against vampires, not whatever these are. Yeah, that guy was shooting me, but it's okay, I reload my save and persevere. Obviously I'm hurt, I should look for some health. Here we have a small health pack, and here we have the large health pack. Oh. It's gonna be one of those, huh? So I'm still looking for that key, and I've been in most of the other accessible rooms. They look almost randomly placed, with chests in them that either have health or bullets and gunpowder for this flintlock I picked up. Not as slow to load as you'd think it... No, wait, just one goddamn minute. I already... Oh no, that vampire is different, so this room is different, right? It is a bit different because this guy gets stuck in the rafters for a while. And this vampire wants to hide in the corner. You see this? The cross works. I'm gonna say the graphical glitch with the light here is because I changed the aspect ratio and field of view, so that's probably my fault. Begone, demon, you shall clip among the living no more. You know what? I didn't even need to go through all that. The east wing key was in this room here right at the start, along with the wooden stake. Still, it's damn weird, isn't it? The way everything is laid out. It reminds me of... Wait, Katie, go back. Farther. Oh God. Oh my God. Surprise! It's a roguelike procedural generation in a spooky FPS game in 2003. Oh yeah, it's fucked. Not every area of the game is procedurally generated, just inside the east wing, the west wing, and the main castle. Most of the rooms are boxy and filled with the same useless crap, making navigation kinda difficult. It gets more obvious as the game goes on that this is happening. Enemies are also placed randomly, spawn out of nowhere, and I would need to be really engrossed in this game for it to scare me, but it mostly just annoys me because of all the seams of the stitched together nightmare are so visible. I'm not PewDiePie, alright?
Oh.
Fuck, they scared the penis out of me.
It is just so jank that I can't for a second take it seriously, even when I see a cool room like this. This moody, atmospheric hallway with the way that the moonlight pours in through the windows. Then it's followed by this room. Well, my shot missed. Fine, I'll take it, I guess. But getting killed when the enemy didn't even go into its attack state?
This fucking door!
Okay, I've closed the door on that portal room. I don't want to fuck around with that. What's... Okay, we gotta find a way to deal with these portals. Of course, you know, you just whack the portal with a sword, not the portal frame, the portal. You hit it with a sword and it closes. That's Capstone rules and I can't abide it. But if you want to kill a shadow, you gotta use the cross. You see that there? That's dead shadow. Looks like I picked up another flintlock. Now in most games, that means more ammo. But in this game, you actually pick up another gun and you can use it. You can hold a bunch of the flintlocks in your inventory and swap between them instead of stopping to reload. And that's a cool idea. That's a good thing, implemented well. Because reloading the flintlock takes time. Oh, yeah, a revolver, which you'll get later. Funny thing, though, the game has realistic reloading, which means that if you've got the revolver and you press the reload key, it dumps all your ammo out from the revolver and you lose it. It's gone forever. For some reason, you can also do this with the flintlocks, even though it's muzzle-loaded, and you're dumping powder in a bullet and replacing it. Fine. I finally found Dr. Ammersfield, who asked me if I found Aunt Emily, Aunt Sophie, Uncle Andrew, or Gregory yet, and that's a big no. I must succeed or else they'll be slain. The doc can heal your wounds, so he's one of the more important people you have to rescue. And escort back through the castle to the starting area. You mean I get to lead helpless, vulnerable, janky AI-controlled NPCs through a procedurally generated maze of similar-looking rooms while monsters spawn at random? Well shit, if I'd known that, I would have refunded the game immediately. Fine, I'll reload and save him.
Get us out of here, James! Get us out of here, James! Defend us, James!
So I lead him out of the castle. And I lead him back to the injured priest.
Oh, James, please get me out of this unholy bastion.
The priest sealed the entrance to a vampire's crypt under the east wing, which I can get into by finding a scroll in a chest taken by a vampire succubus.
Oh, okay. I'll wait right here.
Don't leave me here amongst the damned.
That is... certainly an idle animation. You have to lead both of them back to the safe room. If you don't, the doc can't heal you, and you won't get what's in the luggage, which we'll get to some of the things in those. Don't you worry, they're extra special. I got the key to the East Tower somewhere. Katie, roll the footage back so I can... Oh yeah, I see it. I was distracted by the shadow vampires who attacked me in this room where they can't get up this little ledge, so they can't really attack me in this weird proc-gen room that's got beds in it, so obviously it's a barracks of some kind with a pit in the middle. Listen, I'm saying that maybe procedural generation wasn't the best idea and it doesn't add very much to the game. I found a musket, which is fine. I don't see the point of it when I have like 4 flintlock pistols. At the top of this tower is our first boss vampire. The bosses get introduced with cutscenes. The cross seems to be working, and his inability to get over this waist-high wall certainly helps me out. Let's try the classic stake in the heart. I must have missed. Be right back. I'm gonna grab another. Okay. Yeah, cool. The vampire boss isn't dead yet. I have to go down through a hole in the roof to the attic where he's chilling out in his coffin. Beautiful. I've slain the Desmodai vampire. He was the right hand of the Count. He has been slain once and for all and can never return to the realm of the living. He has passed on. He has ceased to be. This is an ex-vampire.
No Python.
Now you have to return to the roof and rescue Aunt Sophie, if she's still alive.
Sweet Lord, what a pleasant surprise. I'd almost given up.
Oh yes, hello Aunt Sophie. Dreadful wedding so far. Spot of bother though. Forgot to save your dog. I go back to the safe room with her and get the chalice I missed earlier. This is... I'm not gonna lie, the chalice is a super weapon. See, you use your crucifix to sanctify some water, fill the chalice, and... Yeah, good. Now that I've got the garrison key, I can go save Uncle Andrew. Hello, old chap. Nasty business with these vampires, eh? You think my accent is bad, you just wait.
Oh, hello, James. Glad to see you, good old chap. Let's get out of here.
I find Uncle Andrew and Aunt Emily.
If you're sure about this, old man, I'll wait here. You go first, old chap, and I'll watch your back.
It is 11:30. Midnight is closing in. That means the monsters are gonna get worse. Their power grows at midnight, I'm told. Better get these people out of here before then.
If you're sure...
You go first, old chap, and I'll watch your back.
Come on, this place is a little confusing to navigate, but oh, fuck you, game! Cool.
What atrocities!
A fun thing about this game is that with the random spawns and procedural generation, people I have to rescue can be in different places when I go back to load a save.
I'll follow you anywhere, James.
Oh well. Come on, Aunt Emily. We're almost to the... Ah! We got build-engined by a door. Oh, amazing. That shit hits me like China White kids. Oh yeah. I rescue Aunt Emily, wander around for a while trying to find out where I have to go until I find an elevator that takes me to a tower, which means it's vampire boss time again. Come on, Greg, I have to leech over these precarious ledges. Greg? Good. Okay, Magic Scroll opened up the door to this crypt so I can stake the succubus. She has the key to the West Wing. Let's go. Once you get into the West Wing, you realize that each wing has kind of like a theme going on, and the similarity of the room seems to get worse as the game goes on. The floors in the West Wing and the main castle are numbered to help with this issue, since you've got to get a handful of keys to open these doors. The enemies are getting stronger. This gargoyle in particular takes forever to bring down, and he shows up everywhere. I find Mrs. Patterson, who needs to tell me this while being mauled by a zombie dog. Looks like we've got another vampire succubus who's gonna sacrifice my brother upstairs.
Something.
What? What?
CV11. The algorithm requires a sacrifice. CV11. The algorithm requires a sacrifice. Sacrifice. Sacrifice.
A sacrifice.
She gives you some garlic which will repel vampires, but only for 6 minutes. I have to get the key to the top floor of the West Wing, which is in this pit with this foul beast, who is really, really stupid and who I can just hit with some holy water and then shoot. I go upstairs to pinpoint the moment the game convinced me that I was never going to be scared by it, which is when this vampire succubus was roundhouse kicking me. I go to save my brother and Grandpa Frank. Grandpa Frank is here too. Wait. Agony seeps through the cracks in the walls. Into your mind, a tortured soul calls. As the threads suddenly break, a voice echoes inside. It's Melissa, your friend, on her very last ride. Melissa just died. Back to Grandpa, he says that if I can get him out, he's got a fearsome gun in his trunk that I can have. What you packing, Grandpa Frank? Thanks for rescuing me, grandson. It's easy to see your ancestry? That sounds a little weird, man. Take the machine gun from my trunk. Machine gun? This is just magical. I've been picking up machine gun ammo this whole time, and I never ran out. I never ran out! What absolute madman decided, fuck it, give the player a machine gun, and even if I hadn't rescued Grandpa, I picked up Lord Belmore in the main castle pretty soon afterwards, who has a master key to all of the family trunks. And I get body armor, and some of those bags have potions in them. A potion of regeneration, a potion of haste, a potion of stamina, and yeah, I take all of them, and they only last 6 minutes, but for that 6 minutes, I'm an unstoppable freight train of death. You're thinking maybe wait until the end to use them on the boss or something. Nah, we won't need that. I will say that this game did scare me once, and that was when I rescued Angelica. She only has garlic in her trunk, so it's not really that important, but also... Ugh. From this point on, it's about saving every surviving family member, who are the ones left in the main castle area, the darkest, most confusing, most irritatingly copy-pasted maze of corridors yet. You got darkness, redness, red darkness, bits of wall that aren't properly aligned so they give you a peek out into the void, and at the top of the main castle there are 2 levers you can't pull until dawn, which is almost 5 hours away. You don't have to wait that long. As soon as you rescue the last person alive, in this case my brother Wilfred, who I forgot about earlier, I untie him and...
Attack!
Good try, bro. Now that we've rescued everyone, the game fast forwards to dawn so I can hit these levers and save... Never mind. The Count looks a lot like Max Shrek's Count in the original movie. Best model in the game. I'll just, hit a couple of levers. I failed to do this in the right order the first time.
Your head is pounding with the screams of 1,000 tortured souls, sacrificed through the ages to Malachai's glory. Before dying, you realize that you are the final sacrifice required to complete the resurrection of Malachi. This is your final thought as you lose your identity to become one with this ultimate evil. The wrath of Malachi is cast upon the world, and you are the one that has unleashed it.
So, I kind of fucked up and ended the world by not stopping the Count. I didn't realize how bad things were gonna get, since most of the monsters I was dealing with were weak to lead. I pull the levers correctly, lead the Count into a beam of light, and he disappears. My sister is dead, and there's nothing I can do to change that. It's always going to happen, no stopping it, no matter how you play. But if I fall down this hole, then I find Malachi, and he gets resurrected anyway. I guess he gets stronger with the more of your family that die? But, you know. Just to be sure.
As the evil Malachi falls defeated, you are overcome with emotion. Your sister is dead, but the world is saved from an evil greater than you could ever have imagined. Although you may not appreciate it now, you have fought and won as a true hero.
That's it. That's the good ending. We've won. I'm wondering if I should have done the spookier game after the jank game for October, and man, I don't know. There are people who love this game. If anything, Nosferatu proves that hokey religions and ancient weapons are no match for a motherfucking Vickers.